Hi Pisces, it is CJ here from CJ Soul Messages. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for you, obviously with tarot cards, but as well I'm going to be doing a sacred wax reading for you to accompany the tarot reading. This is a practice that has been passed down to me from generations upon generations of my loved ones in my bloodline, and I have been recently guided by Spirit to incorporate these wax readings to the tarot readings for the main reason of allowing a higher message to possibly come through. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing it, but I've been asked by my Spirit to do it, so I'm going to do it for now. So I hope there's something in here that you find interesting and that will help you in whatever way, or at the very least offer you some kind of guidance or some kind of aha information. So saying that, we're going to just get started here. I just want to say a couple of things. This is not a gender specific reading, so it can apply to both male and female. When I speak about the energies of the card, it is referring to the energy from that card, but it still applies to both male and female. As well, this reading is not going to resonate with every single Pisces, so take what does and leave the rest behind. If there's nothing in here that is relating to you, then obviously it's not for you. It's not your reading. And that's okay. You know, everyone's on different paths, different journeys, different parts in our lives. So, again, just take what does and leave the rest behind, as well as this energy can apply to your love life, to your financial life, to your career life, family life, you name it, it can apply. The energies of the cards do not change. It is your circumstances that you will know best where the energy fits, if it does. Okay, so now that I've got that big old spiel out of the way, let's get started. I'm just going to take a deep breath, and then we're going to start with pulling a card from the Divine Animal Oracle to get the reading going. And right now, the wax I have already prepped, prayed, blessed, and meditated on for you, Pisces, and it is just doing its thing with the energy of Spirit sitting in water, and we'll take a look at it when it is time. Okay, thank you so much again for being here. Thank you, Spirit. Please give me guidance, offer me clear information of what you wish Pisces to know. And this is a timeless reading. I am doing this on November 12th, 2021. So, you know, it could be something that happened in the past, it's happening now, or perhaps happening in the near future. All right, with that being said, I'm just going to take a deep breath. And we're ready. Okay. All right. So, as I said, timeless, yes, time is fluid. So, as us all people on this beautiful planet Earth are at different stages, it's really difficult to pinpoint the exact time. So feel free to receive this message whenever you have felt called to listen to it. All right, Spirit, please show me clearly. Oh, that was very, wow. Okay, that is, I was going to ask for 1, but they are giving me 4. So we'll take it. Gruhl is on the bottom, which is all about peace. So maybe there's something going on in your life that you're needing some peace brought in, or maybe you are at peace. But let's see what they have. This is a lot, 5 cards. Wow. Okay. We've got Red Fox, which is strategy. We have the Sea Otter, which is transformation. We have Rhinoceros, moderation. Bison, which is ritual. And the Armadillo, which is groundedness. All right, Pisces, I'm going to need a few seconds here to pick up on the energy. As I said, I was going to ask Spirit for 1 card, and for some reason they've given me 5. So, might be a little bit longer of a read than even I was anticipating. Okay, groundedness. Retreats. Ritual. Okay, so Pisces, you know, the Armoretto, I think that's a liqueur, isn't it? Maybe you're having Armoretto, I don't know. Armadillo, this is about being grounded. Staying very grounded in where you are at, feeling very connected to the earth. You are a water sign, as I'm sure you already know. But this is about being very connected to the earth, keeping yourself very centered with whatever is going on. Even if there's chaos going around you, it is reminding you that you can stay completely grounded and completely balanced within yourself, regardless of what is happening around you. Even if there's some kind of question that is unstable, or that you are feeling a little unstable, you have the possibility of staying completely centered, which is a beautiful energy to have. Beautiful sun is shining there. It is a number 7. Then you have bison. Now, very powerful animals here. I mean, with the armadillo, you know, the armadillo has a tough outer shell. It almost looks like scales, tough scales. Then you have the bison here, which are beautiful, magnificent animals all on their own. And they are about the ritual. Ritual meaning, what is it about you that you do on a regular basis that is for you, that is just solely for you, to keep you connected, to yourself, to your soul, to who you really authentically are. I'll show you the picture. Number 8, it's actually 35, but it reduces down to number 8, which 8 is all about our life path. And then we have the rhinoceros. That's moderation. So Spirit is suggesting here that there is something, again, even with the armadillo, about being grounded. There is something here that you are really needing to just keep yourself not from going one way or the other. Just being very, just moderation. Keeping yourself very centered, very grounded, and not going one way or the other too much. Keeping balance. Keeping some kind of balance here is really important. It is a number 32, so that is 5. And then we have the red fox. Interesting, because the red fox is all about strategy, strategic planning, strategic thinking, strategic moves. You know, if you think about foxes, they are very... they're almost mischievous in the way that they move, but they have already planned things out. They're very instinctive. You know, if you've ever seen a fox, you're very blessed and lucky, because they rarely allow themselves to be seen. They will make a strategic plan. If there's some food or something that they want, they will creep in quickly and creep out just as quickly without you even noticing. So Spirit is saying that there is this plan that you are needing to make, and that it is really important for you to stay very calm and level-headed, not to go anywhere overboard here, with whatever this is regarding. As we get into the tarot, I'm sure Spirit will get it a little bit more clear for us. And that important for you to continue to do the things that make you feel really good through whatever this is that you are in or about to be in. And then we have the sea otter. Love that. Sea otter is transformation. So you are doing or having some kind of transformation that is either you are in it at this very moment, or you are going to be going into a transformative time. So, and then with peace being the gorilla underneath, all these words that are representing these beautiful animals are all kind of building a picture here that there is this change that is coming in for you. There is something that is really starting to shift or really starting to change. It could be sudden, it could be slow. It's going to change, be different for every one of you Pisces. But they are reminding you that through this transformation, to do the things that keep you grounded, do the things that really keep you connected with yourself. Don't go, you know, the word moderation for some reason is really popping out here. So Spirit is saying, you know, enjoy that glass of wine, enjoy that cold beer, if that's your thing, but don't go over the top, to stay in control of yourself. And Pisces, you are a very balanced soul. I mean, you are represented by two fishes. And not only are you very intuitive and very intelligent and very loving, but you also are very logical. So I don't think you're going to be having too much of a problem with doing that, but Spirit does want to remind you to keep yourself really, just do the things that make you feel really good, that keep you really connected with your strength, with yourself. Remind yourself to not allow anything to get too big. You know, if something's not going right in your world, remind yourself that it won't be like that forever. Stay grounded in that knowing that everything changes, everything flows. You know, you can have good and then it will be bad. You know, the sun always follows the clouds. You know, after a huge storm, the sun always shows up again, right? So there is that reminder of, you know, don't get too weighted down in anything that seems really, really big. And do that by doing what is rituals for you. And then this strategic thinking has to be brought in here. Now, if this is about a career, maybe you got to sit down and really become very strategic on where you are wanting to go. Perhaps there's a new position you're wanting to apply. Maybe there is a higher position from where you are and you're needing to figure out how can you apply for that. Maybe you got to go back to school. Maybe you got to take an extra course. You know, maybe if this is involving a relationship, perhaps there is this need to stay really centered in yourself and make some strategic plan if something is falling apart. Because as far as a relationship right now, strategy is really kind of coming out here as if there's something going on that is really unfair or that isn't, the relationship isn't feeling really great, maybe there is this need to make a strategic plan on how you're either going to repair it or perhaps even walk away for some of you, because we do have transformation, which is sea otter. So that being said, that's a lot of information. Now, normally I would look in the book to give you the full message of each of these cards, but I think for right now, I'm going to leave it and we're just going to dive right into the tarot. If there's still questions that I need from Spirit, I will maybe go back to the book and we'll see. We'll just see how it goes. Excuse me while I have a sip of water. All of a sudden my throat's feeling very dry. Perfect. Love water. Excuse me. Okay, let's start. We're going to start with the Light Seers deck. Let's see what is going on here for you, Pisces. Because this is a lot of cards that came through. So there must be some very important message Spirit has for you. One that they are really, really kind of driving home here, that, you know, a lot of this doesn't feel too emotional. This feels more like keeping your logic about you, keeping your head about something, not getting off course. Because groundedness and moderation and strategy, you know, that all is more of our mental ability. Not so much the emotional part. This is all feeling very much more in the mind. So let's see what's going on here. Thank you so much, Spirit. 3 cards, please. 3 cards for our Pisces. Beautiful water sign. Please show me clearly. Oh, okay. Death and rebirth. Wow. Okay, so that is a Scorpio card. Now, isn't that interesting? Because we do have the sea otter, which is transformation. And death and rebirth, that is transformation. So there's definitely something changing here for you, Pisces. Or potentially changing for you. Death is all about letting something close out that is no longer beneficial to you. And so that you can make room for beautiful things to come in that will be beneficial to you. Thank you, Spirit. 2 more cards, please. for Pisces. You know, and 4 out of 5 of these cards are all blue. Like there's blue in all of them. So that is indicating that there is something very emotional going on. But Spirit is asking you to more rely on your logic here, because emotions can get way too, you know, they can run rampant if we don't kind of keep ourselves in check. And I think that's why the gorilla underneath was showing up. All about peace. Wow. Okay. Those cards just flipped right out. Okay. Let's see. Well, Spirit has given me more cards than I'm asking, and that's okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay, Pisces. I'm just going to go into this, and we'll just see how it all goes. So we have death and rebirth. But besides that, we've got the 5 of Pentacles that have come out, and the 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. And then we have the Queen of Swords here. So we've got death on one side, we've got Queen of Swords here. Powerful cards, very powerful. Death, rebirth is a major arcana. Under the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. We'll get into that. So there's something here that is going on for you, that it does feel very much like you are, as I said, there's something very emotional going on here. Something that is keeping you really full of angst, like anxiousness, stress, feeling really kind of almost defeated. There's a defeated energy coming through here. The 9 of Swords. First of all, Swords is all about, it's the air element, and Swords is all about what goes on inside of our mind, our intelligence, how we communicate, our thoughts. Very interesting that that's coming, because as I've been saying, you know, the groundedness, the moderation, the strategy, that is all logical. So the 9 of Swords here, though, is the mind really holding on to how bad things could be. Not how bad things are going to be, but it's more about, you know, it's that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you start having anxiety about one thing, and before you know it, you are now having anxiety about everything and anything, and you are worrying about something 10 years down the line, and it just takes over your entire mind, and it's just like the hamster wheel, and you can't get off. And it leaves you just feeling utterly terrified, freaked out, no sense of control over your own life. Okay, so that is showing up here. So Spirit is saying there is that energy that you are either in right now. I feel like it's like you're in it right now. Whenever you're reading this, this is the energy I feel like you're in right now. And accompanying the 9 of Swords is a 5 of Pentacles. So Pentacles are our tangible things, our money, all the things that we literally materially can buy and own and have, as well as our own self-confidence, our self-worth, or our lack of that. And Pentacles is the earth sign. So again, we've got, you know, groundedness with the armadillo. Now the 5 of Pentacles, I'm going to hold it up a little to see if you can get a clearer picture here. 5 of Pentacles is about feeling really like left out in the cold. It is a poverty energy. It doesn't mean you are in poverty, but it means you feel like you're in poverty, or you're worried you're going to be in poverty, that you're going to lose everything. It also can be a feeling, if this is involving a relationship, that you are just left alone, that no one really gives a shit about you. And you feel like this person is all alone here in this room. So it's a sad kind of feeling, and it's a lonely feeling, and it's a scary feeling too when we are in this kind of energy. Now the thing about the 5 of Pentacles is that the truth of the matter is that there is a key leaning over here, and the key can fit into the door. But this energy is so just so upset and so unable to see clearly or think clearly, especially with the 9 of Swords right beside it, that they don't even realize that they've got the key to push the door open. They got the key to a new start, to a way out of here. So pretty heavy kind of energy here. And then you have the Four of Cups. Okay, so now we're talking about the emotions. So basically the only thing we don't have here yet is Wands, which is the fire element. So Cups is our water, which is you, Pisces. Four of Cups, though, is that feeling of just stuckness, boredness, stagnation, not being able to move on. You're not very content where you are. You've had 3 of the 4 cups. You're not even interested in looking at what's in this 4th cup here. Just staring off into, you know, no man's land, thinking that you're going to be stuck here forever. But in this card specifically, please note that this is almost like a rainbow coming down here, you know? So it is reminding you that there are so many ways out of this situation, this feeling, wherever that is for you, that this doesn't, you don't have to stay in this. You really don't. Excuse me. So with the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, this is a pretty dark kind of place to be, if that's where you are. You know, it could be because you've lost a job. It could be because a relationship isn't working. It could be because your finances are very not what you want them to be, and you're really concerned about how are you going to pay your bills. It could be about that, you know, you've put a lot of energy into a relationship, but yet it is not feeling, you're not really getting what you had hoped you would out of it. Or this could just be you being stuck just with yourself here. But Spirit is saying that there has to be this shift here. You've got to kind of get out of this thinking, this way of thinking. Because what we think about, we do bring about. So if we are thinking of the 9 of Swords, which is our worst case scenario, you know, everything's going to be taken from me. I'm not going to have a relationship. I'm going to be alone. I'm going to lose everything that I've ever had, everything I've worked for, those kind of thoughts. Yeah, then we do definitely push ourselves into this place where we are just stuck. So Spirit is wanting you to really take a better look at this, try and get some perspective. Is this really true? Is this really where you are at? And if it is, then there's now this need for this change to come in, and it has to start with the way you're thinking, because the Queen of Swords is showing up here. Now the Queen of Swords is, again, this is our intellect, right? Because it is air. Queen of Swords is getting very clear on how you're thinking and what you're thinking of, getting very practical in the mind. Queen of Swords is almost a little bit less, she is less emotional because she is more about logic. She thinks things through. And at the same time, she has that sword and she cuts out all the bullshit. Bullshit from other people, but also bullshit from her own self. So perhaps for you, Pisces, Spirit is saying you got to use this sword here to cut the bullshit off that you may be telling yourself. If it's regarding another person, whether that's love or career or whatever, right? Because there's so many different kind of relationships that we have, and it's not all romantic. There is this need now to really actually, you know, get very focused in your mind of what is good for you and what isn't good for you, and really kind of remove some of the emotion of it. If you can, easier said than done, I understand that. But if you can, and someone or something is not giving you what you need, what you want, what you deserve, then you have to use that sword and slice that shit away out of your life. Because you do have transformation here, and you do have death here and rebirth. So there is this possibility of this huge transformation for you. And they just want you to really stay grounded. Don't get too much up in your head here. There is, get in your head logically, difference between being in your head and being logical. We can get up in our head and we just freaking stay stuck. Because like I said, we're on that hamster wheel of the what if, what could be, what should have been, whatever, you know, all that garbage that can go on. No, I'm not talking about staying there. I'm saying using this sword to actually call it out. Call out the crap. Really look at what is true and what isn't true. Because there's just they really want you to be real here. No rose-tinted glasses on regarding another person or regarding yourself. When Bison is showing up here and saying ritual, Spirit is suggesting here that you need to get back in contact with yourself. You got to get back to the truthness and the reality of you, who you are. So make those little things, do those things that you know that are good for you, that also help bring clarity to your mind. Once you're able to get a little bit of that and you're able to get a little distance from whatever this is, and it doesn't have to be physical distance, although for some of you, maybe you do need to have a little break if you can. If you can, we are in a pandemic around this world, so, different restrictions apply everywhere. But maybe you do need to just get away for a day or a weekend or, even for a couple of hours, go for a walk. Do the things that you love to do that will connect you back to you. That's going to give you a completely different way of seeing things. And it also is going to lead you then to become a little bit more strategic on, okay, what do I need to do to shift all of this so that I can transform out of this worrying, constant worry, Nine of Swords, out of this, God, Five of Pentacles, I'm never going to get out of this. I'm never going to be able to have the things that I want because, I'm alone and I'm fearful. And this Four of Cups of like, well, I guess I'm just stuck here. It doesn't have to be that way. So, and the beautiful thing is underneath the bottom of the deck is that here is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, again, are tangible things. This is very independent energy. And she is very grounded and peaceful. Look at how peaceful she is. Remember the gorilla underneath the deck. Peace. She's very peaceful and content. She is not scared or worried or stressed. She is full of gratitude for what she has. And she knows that she can acquire more anytime she wants to. She's very connected to the earth. Again, groundedness. Look there's even branches growing out from her mind. Very cool and very reassuring here. Reassuring that you are going to be really, you're going to be okay. And you're going to find your way out of this, what feels like kind of like a dark, maybe you're even going through like, dark night of the soul for some of you here. It's not going to apply for everyone. But this is where you can possibly get to. It's showing up here because it is possible. Underneath that is, wow, okay. Oh my goodness. Page of Swords. See, this is swords or thoughts. New way of thinking. Brand new idea, maybe. Maybe you're going to come up with a brand new idea how to bring this beautiful success into your life. After a time of feeling really poverty-stricken, emotionally, physically, financially, maybe all of those. And this idea, because pages of swords are the beginning. It's the very beginning stages. Pages are the youngest in the tarot. But this page is just excited. Look he's researching. He's researching. Look at all the light bulbs above him that he's holding on as if balloons. And these are all the brand new ideas that are going to be exciting. And then not only you have the Page of Swords, but underneath that, you also have the Knight of Swords. So it's like once you get pretty clear about what direction you want to go in and what you want to bring into your life and manifest into your 3D world, you become the Knight of Swords, which is moving real fast. That is fast movement, swift movement, things changing very, very fast for the positive. And wow, underneath that, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So there really, in my opinion, is, I love this. This is one of the best cards in the deck. Ten of Pentacles is the happy home, happy family, happy wealth. You don't have to worry about money anymore. You have enough money to take care of yourself and the people that you care about for a long time, even leaving a legacy. So, and everyone feeling very stable, secure, safe, and happy. That's underneath here. So this is just a stage that you are in. And we all go through this sometime in our life, on somewhere through our journey. Sometimes some of us go through it over and over and over and over again. Maybe because we haven't learned a lesson, or maybe it's just, that is just the blueprint that we decided we were going to create before we came here. But this is so transformative. And to have death here, and death and rebirth, and then to have transformation here on either side of this reading, you know, it's bookmarked, you know? So all of this is going on here. This transformation is coming in. And maybe some of you have been struggling a lot financially, and that is keeping you up at night. Man, I mean, the world has been turned upside down, and so many beautiful people are so struggling right now. And, you know, it breaks my heart. It's tough. It is so tough. And, you know, I too struggle and am going through stuff. We all are. Let's hold on. Let's hold on, and let's keep fighting, and let's keep ourselves centered and grounded and not giving up. We do not give up, okay? You need to just make the strategy. You need to make a strategic plan, which I think you're going to do. I think you are going to get clear. Maybe not right now. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of time for you to almost like retreat and do some rituals for yourself that make you feel good. But this is coming in. Ace of Swords. This is brand new start. A whole entire different way of seeing things, thinking things, and bringing things into your 3D world. But it all starts with the thought, right? Wow. I mean, I do like this reading for you. I do. I do feel, though, that this is a bit, it's tough, right? This isn't easy. But Pisces, you are so strong, and you are so capable. And just think of this as Spirit is reminding you to remember all of your capabilities and your strength and your power, and not to get too swept up in the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, or the Four of Cups of being stuck in this feeling. But with the Four of Cups beside the Nine of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, it really does feel like you have been stuck in this feeling of really worrying about a lot of things. You know, and this could be affecting a relationship if you are in a relationship, right? And it could be causing even that much more stress. We don't have any other cups other than the Four of Cups. So I'm just going to keep reading it as Spirit is giving it to me. But, you know, you are going to change. And let's talk about the sea otter here. Sea otters play. They have fun. You know, they do play and enjoy themselves. So this transformation that you are possibly going to be going through, or are going through right now, it is going to bring you to a place where you're going to remember to have fun again and to be lighter in your soul again. Let's see if we can get a few clarifiers. If there's anything else that Spirit has. But I would say, you know, Pisces, if you're really worried and really freaked out, please just trust in yourself. Trust in yourself that this is only going to be for a short time. Okay, deck's ready, they said, so we'll go. Big transformation is coming. And, you know, usually we, when we have to go through something to become something better, it is usually painful. I mean, transformation is not easy. I mean, we can talk about this, that, you know, everyone uses this, and it is a very beautiful analogy, is the butterfly. It starts off as that caterpillar. It has to go into a cocoon, but can you imagine how painful it must actually truly be in there, transforming from one insect into another? I mean, I could only imagine it must be painful, but they do it anyways. And once they are finished that transformation, look at what comes to them. Beautiful wings, freedom, and they can go and fly anywhere that they wish to. And they're stunning, you know? So if that helps to try and keep that in your mind, you are transforming, thank you, you're transforming from a caterpillar into a butterfly right now. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much, Spirit. This is what I'm talking about. This goes very beautiful with the bison, the ritual. The Hermit has come out. Some of you may be dealing with Virgo, because this is Virgo's card. We also have Scorpio's card here with the Death. So Hermit is all about taking that time out away from anyone and everything and having some time on your own so that you can actually shine that light back in towards yourself so that you can really connect with you and what you want to do and really trust your inner wisdom. But you can't really kind of connect with your inner wisdom and your inner knowing when we are so caught up in this tumultuous energy of just worry, concern, scare, feared, stuck, bored, you name it, that kind of energy. So Spirit is asking you and telling you, please take some time out, Pisces, to get some kind of clarity for yourself. It will come. It will come. Is there anything? Oh, okay, wrong way. I don't like to shuffle that way because then I can see the cards, so I like to shuffle this way. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else that you have for Pisces? Huge transformation is underway here. Is there anything else? One more card. I'm going to shuffle 2 more times, and if nothing comes out, then that's Spirit saying there's nothing else. That's 2. Okay, no more. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So, okay, Cancer card, fellow water sign of yours. Beautiful card to have under the deck. So that is victory, and it also is not only victory, but it is once you're going through all of this stuff, you're this caterpillar, and you're slowly going through this transformation, and it's painful, and it's scary, and it's unknown, and all of that. You get more clear in your head by taking some time out and being a hermit for a moment. Like, literally be a hermit. Close out the door, shut the door, shut your phone off. You know, have a break so that you can actually start to see things a little bit more, if not clear, to at least be able to see your way out of this darkness. The strategy. Take some time out for yourself so you can build a strategy. Figure out how you are going to transform out of this lower vibe energy. You're going to do that because Chariot is, you're back in the driver's seat once again, and it happens quickly. And once you are back in your driver's seat, you start really moving forward at a very fast pace. And I will show you this because Spirit just showed me what they wanted me to show you, which is the Chariot moving very fast towards the Queen of Pentacles. So it happens fast here. So, and underneath the Chariot is the High Priestess, which is your card as well. It's all about the intuition, all about trusting what you already know deep inside of yourself and relying on that, because your intuition will never take you down a road that isn't good for you. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Your intuition, if you really listen clearly to it and you shut the mind chatter off, it always leads you the right way. I mean, I say 100%. So that is what Spirit has for you. Now, just before we look at the wax, I do want to read the Sea Otter. They are asking me to read that one. Not the other ones, just the Sea Otter. And that number is 18, which reduces down to 9. For those of you who are into numerology. Because I think numerology is pretty important too. It's, you know, definitely has a place, in my opinion. Okay, let me hold this up for you. Okay, I'm going to read this out. Transformation. Transformation is a true constant if we allow it. We can change our future and learn from our past. We should only try to transform ourselves and not anyone else, as this is against free will. Do not judge others too quickly or harshly, and learn to relax a little and rise above. Okay, so whatever this is referring to, another person, a career, a boss, a lover, whatever this is, or just yourself, you know, just try and learn from your past and change and understand that you can change your future. You totally can. Just want to see what the magic is of the sea otter. In almost every culture that has mythos around otters, they are seen as highly magical, intelligent, and certainly transformational creatures. When you are doing magical workings to transform yourself from one state to another, death to rebirth, right? Where was I? Shoot. When you are doing magical workings to transform yourself from one state to another, their energy will be welcome. Otter magic also encourages you to let go of your burdens and be lighter. Right, these 3 cards you need to let go of. Remember what it is like to float on your back? Tense up and you sink. So the more you relax, the higher you rise. Okay, so there's your message from Spirit this month. Well, maybe it is this month because I said it's timeless, but that came out of my mouth. So mid-November, maybe to mid-December, something like that. Try to relax a bit here. Stay grounded. Keep your feet on the ground. Do things in moderation, right? Don't go too much. Don't go half-cocked this way, half-cocked that way. Take care of yourself. Do some rituals. If you like to have baths, you're a water sign, salt baths, especially Epsom salt baths, are wonderful to connect with your inner self and your intuition. And when you're ready, make your strategic plan of how you are going to shift and how you are going to allow this beautiful transformation to come in, one where you are no longer worrying anymore, and you are rising up and you are now bringing in the pentacles and bringing up and getting your self-confidence back and, allowing all that goodness to come into your life. So, wow, quite the read for you. So, Pisces, we're going to take a look at this wax, but I've got so many cards here. I'm going to try and shift them out of the way just so I don't get water on my cards. All right, let's see. Let's see what is awaiting here. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, wow. Okay. So just give me a moment to feel the energy and to see intuitively what I can pick up. First thing I'm going to just tell you, the wax is definitely feeling very much like it is representing you right now. I can see the turmoil. There's a lot of ropiness in this wax. There's a lot of ropiness. And roping, when I see a lot of rope, it means almost like the feeling I get is almost like when your tummy's all tied up, like in knots. Your stomach's in knots. Okay, so Spirit is giving that because they are wanting me to let you know that you are going to be okay and you are in this transformation. You're not always going to have these knots in your stomach of whatever this is that is really concerning you. Wow. I'll show it to you gently, like right away, but I just really want to really have a good look here. Okay, and so then the next energy they are giving me here is that, yes, there's a lot of knots and everything inside your tummy, like, in your mind. But as you transform, this image, this wax, starts to transform, and it starts to now look like under an ocean. It's like the coral. The coral is starting to grow. And there's like little shells, like literally little shells. And there's almost like, I don't know what that is. It's some kind of coral that is like almost wispy, and it moves when the water moves. I don't know what that's called. I have no experience in that at all. But this is what they're giving me, and I'm seeing it. There almost even looks like there's like a little, what is that called? A seahorse. Yes, a seahorse here. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. I understand that you're probably not going to be able to see what I'm seeing, but I just want to try my best to show you. Do you see how ropey it is? Even here, it is ropey. It's like a rope, and it's like a rope, but in here, it's very knotted, like a lot of, oh shoot, a little piece broke off. It's so delicate. But take a look at that. You know, that feels it feels very much stress, a lot of stress. But when I turn it to this side, the spirit wanted me to, and I know you're not going to be able to see this, unfortunately. Can you see it? Can you see these? Can you see that? There's all that little, it's like coral starting to come out. So there's a transformation. It's almost like from going from this ropey energy to all of a sudden this transformation happens and beautiful things start to grow. And very fitting because you are water. And this definitely is feeling like what you would see if someone had a flashlight, or I don't know if you've ever seen those documentaries sometime of, I don't know whether someone's doing a documentary on sharks or whales or whatever, but they go under the water and you see all the coral and all the beautifulness that is down there and how colorful it is. Okay, so that's the transformation that is going to be happening for you. And I do see a seahorse, but it's pointless for me to try and point it out for you because I know the camera's not going to get it. But there's almost like a seahorse here. And seahorses represent equality, equalness, equal give, equal take, equal balance. So I think that you're going to be finding that as you are transforming as well. If things are off kilter and they haven't been balanced, they're going to start to get balanced. As soon as you allow this ending of this energy that is sucking you down, kind of, as soon as you can kind of shut that off and cut it out of your life, the quicker this transformation is going to happen for you. So Pisces, I'm going to close this reading off now. I hope you have found something in here that is helpful for you. Hope you've enjoyed it. I really appreciate you being here, taking the time out to listen. Wow, this was a long one. Oof. Okay. Excuse me. The sage. Always makes me cough. I love it so, but it does itch the throat. So, Pisces, I wish you so much peace and love and happiness. And you're going to get through this very well. And once you get to the other side of it, man, you're going to be just really proud of yourself for how you've allowed yourself to transform. It's a big deal here. Very big deal. So, good luck with it. I'm sure you'll do great. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave me a comment. It helps my channel grow. Important. I love doing this, so I hope that I can continue to put the messages out that Spirit wishes for me to do. So take care. Many blessings to you. Next time.